Alright, so right now, as we speak in PvP, I think we have a big problem. And here's the problem. I feel like, there's been a certain, like, fought between every single character that's come out, which is every single character that comes out needs a counter, right? Not this guy so far. Every single character has ever released has had, I feel like, someone to stop them. But he has no one. Even though, right now, there's more than one available team. This is the top team for Ungeared because the rule, in general, Escanor is the top dog, right? The second top team is this one. Fraudrin. But do you recognize who's still here? Because the way he works with Fraudrin is really crazy. So, if you scroll down this list of the top players this week, you will basically only see Escanor because the way... Maybe you can find one. I might actually find one that doesn't have Escanor here. The way to actually win... Oh, one without Escanor, but it's probably fake. It's probably fake. 205, that's not... yeah. Yeah. The way to win is either you go first with Escanor and you obliterate the enemy, right? This one. So this is why Liz is here, more the CC than anything. Or you use Fraudrin, you go second, maybe you don't have as much CC, but you still need Escanor. You still need like a high duped Escanor. So it doesn't really change that much. Merlin is great because when you kill Escanor, the enemy Escanor, obviously, because the enemy is also going to have Escanor, then she can take the AoE back and not die. So that's the idea for like Merlin. So I think the PvP meta right now is terrible. I love Escanor, but it is very unbalanced, right? So let's go for this. It is very unbalanced. And I really hope that, when the new character comes out, not only it's going to be like true metas, like the new character, December Festival, whatever, like, I don't know, Demon King Meliodas, whatever comes out, right? But also, because there's going to be less people using Escanor and more people using the other characters, there's going to be also people using characters that counter the new character, which thus makes like a more, revolving meta that doesn't have just one or two teams. That's my hope, which is essentially what we had right before Escanor. We just haven't had a character that is as strong as Escanor in a while. Ever since the one. No. Sorry. Ever since Bon. I've almost forgot Bon came out after the one. Ever since Bon, I don't think we have had a singular character, including Trader Meliodas, that was as dominant as this new Escanor. Because Trader Meliodas was the best overall unit in the game, but when it came down to PvP, he wasn't like, if you didn't have him, you couldn't play the game type shit. But I think Escanor is. And another thing Merlin's amazing for. Boom, she's gonna hit the... Or the headshot, no, she's gonna hit right now, right? The passive? Boom. No heal. Another great thing about this Merlin, for sure. Let's make sure the end dies, and then Liz dies. Yeah, this Merlin, she was given out for free as well, which it's pretty nice. So it's Escanor or bust right now. Speaking of busting, Gamer Subs has a big promo for Christmas. You can see on screen. Even though if you reach a certain threshold of purchase, you get like free items which are coming for purchase until supply lasts. So use code NAG if you're interested. Love their products. I drink every day, which I don't know if that's good for me, how much caffeine I drink, but I was drinking more caffeine before because I used to drink like 4 to 5 cups of coffee or 3 to 4 monster cans, but Gamer Subs caffeine is so much better than monster caffeine. I don't need to drink that much. I drink like maybe 3 or 4 doses a day. Plus coffee, because drinking coffee in the morning is just actually orgasmic. Anyway, speaking of Escanor, I forgot what I was talking about. I think I'm actually very tired. I've been awake for a while because I've been taking kind of this week kind of off. There hasn't been much content, right? They released Valencia, which Lamau. So I thought, okay, Warzone or just the new COD has like double XP. I'm gonna take like the kind of like the week off, sorta, from recording. So I've been just gaming, but great week also to take off because the meta right now is terrible, right? If I really wanted to invest in making a ton of videos right now, it would be terrible because if I'm not using Escanor, it's really hard to compete. Really, really hard. Recording with anything that isn't Escanor is tough, right? Oh, he got immortality. That's unfortunate for me. Although it doesn't really matter because look at Merlin tanking that. It doesn't matter that he got immortality because Escanor, like he can kill Escanor, sure. Escanor is just gonna stay there, right? Like Reinhardt is really strong, but there's really nothing he can do. Like Escanor is way too strong. He has the immortality random chance, but guaranteed every single turn, right? Like any turn, any given turn that you kill Escanor, he will have that extra life. It doesn't matter, right? There's nothing you can do about it. Also, this is a terrible team this guy's using. I don't know what this guy's doing. I do not know what this guy's doing. It's a terrible team because you don't want to be using Reinhardt with just Twigo. You really want to be using Arthur. Arthur is huge for just the increased damage and protecting Reinhardt. Because, you know, Reinhardt, he's still good. He's still really good. But he has really low core resistance. That's the one thing on his kit that really drags him down when it comes down to, you know, facing Escanors. Because look, this is going to be all crits from Escanor. Maybe miss one. Nope. All crits. Literally all crits. Ooh, Reaver. So yeah, I also want to ask, what do you guys think about that? Having such a one character meta? Because I feel like for a lot of players, they will also just be like, okay, that's kind of, you know, annoying to only be able to use one character, but that also means that the character I'm using, right, will guarantee to take me to the top. Okay, I was really hoping that would kill. Will guarantee to take me to the top because there's really only one meta, right? When it came down to, you know, right before Escanor came out, essentially, you could be using mono green, but mono green lost to mono red, which lost to mono blue, which also lost to demons. Demons were like the best, but still lost to mono green. So there were, any given team still lost to something. I mean, Escanor loses to himself, right? So there's that. But there's no other team that you will face without Escanor that realistically will win against Escanor. And I think there's a problem with that. So until December Festival comes out, which will, because if you recall last year, that is essentially what happened to King, right? King wasn't as crazy as Bon, I don't think, at launch. Or as Escanor is right now. But King was incredibly powerful, and then Schroeder Meliodas essentially was a big counter for him, right? I would love to kill Escanor with this, but I'm not. No, I am. Because I'm going to steal the tournament. Like, Lolly Merlin is so good in this meta. It's crazy. Such an old unit, right? Given out for free. That is currently meta. Because Torbjorn Link is so powerful, and yet she just completely cocks it. Face some of 230. Lost by just a tiny bit. We got the same cards. He also combined Escanor cards. Unfortunately for him, I still went first, which means there's not much you can do. That's funny. We're using the same team, we got the same extra card. Because if you don't know, in private PvP, right? If you know go play private matches, you get the same cards as your opponent. Like the same extra card goes again. That doesn't work in PvP regular, right? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I don't think. No, it definitely doesn't. Because I've seen many times the enemy combine the card from the left and I don't. But that's how it works in friendly PvP. Yeah, that's... It's so stupid. It's like, we're using the same team. So whoever has the highest CC wins. Like there's no thought process. I just click. If I click auto, no, I probably wouldn't have won because my auto would have done the wrong play. But essentially, I would have won, right? Like his Tarmiel link is sealed because I started off with the Merlin. His Escanor lost his revive first turn. It's rough. Oh, poor guy. And literally the only way to combat it is using Fraudulent. That's it. Because Fraudulent would cuck my AoEs, right? But it's still not a foolproof team. You can still lose. I think I'm done. There's not much else to talk about. I just think that right now the meta kinda sucks because of how powerful Escanor is. I love Escanor, he's my favorite character. But it kinda sucks, right? Realistically. Not a great meta. Hopefully, by 1 or 2 months from now, it will be completely different.